What is up, everybody? I wanted to come to you guys tonight with my Monday Night Raw review. So let's jump right into the review for Monday Night Raw tonight. To start off the show, we had John Cena coming out. He started off the show and he talked about how when his inter, how he talked about how when his appearance clock hit zero, he was going to be gone from WWE, and he was taking the WWE Championship with him. John Cena comes out and buries the crowd, being the heel right now that he is. John Cena comes out and just completely buries the crowd, and John Cena just eats up the crowd tonight, just completely buries the crowd. And John Cena talks about when his appearances were up that he was going to be gone from the WWE and he was taking the WWE Championship with him. And John Cena said he would not be returning when his appearances were up. And John Cena holds up the belt to the camera, and he said the last world champion is here right now. And then as John Cena saying as a real champion is here right now, Randy Orton sneaks up from behind while John Cena has his back turned. Randy Orton sneaks up behind Cena and hits Cena with an RKO to end that segment. That was really awesome. That was really, really well done. Randy Orton comes up from behind John Cena while John Cena is talking to the camera, and you can see Randy Orton like making facial expressions, and Randy Orton's facial expressions during this segment was absolutely hilarious. And Randy Orton hits a RKO on John Cena out of nowhere to end that segment. Very, very well done segment. I love that segment. Segment was very, very awesome. Very well put together. That was a very awesome segment with Randy Orton hitting John Cena with the RKO out of nowhere from behind. That was brilliant. That was a brilliant move. John Cena never saw it coming because John Cena was talking to the camera. That was well done. I like that. Well played, WWE. That was a great thing. That was a great shot. Great angle. Great moment. And I really did like that. I really did like that moment with Randy Orton hitting the RKO on John Cena out of nowhere to end the segment. As John Cena started off Raw and to end the segment, that was really, really awesome. And then we had Liv and Raquel versus Becky and Lyra. This match was decent. It was a decent women's tag team match. I thought it was decent. I didn't know what to expect out of this match, to be honest. I didn't know if we were gonna get a heel turn out of this match, or I didn't know if Becky and Lyra were going to lose because they just won the championships at WrestleMania on Sunday. But I mean, I'll be damned. Triple H cooked tonight, man. Triple H cooked in this tag team match. Becky snaps on Lyra and turns and attacks Lyra tonight on Monday Night Raw. Again, Triple H cooked, man. He cooked during this tag team match. I didn't see Becky snapping and turning heel on Lyra. I didn't see that coming, but it did happen. Becky completely snapped and just turned on Lyra tonight in their tag team match. And Liv and Raquel regained the women's tag team championships tonight on Monday Night Raw. I don't know I don't really understand that logic of having Becky and Lyra win the championships to take the championships off of them and hand them right back to the Judgment Day and Raquel and Liv. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I guess it was for Becky Lynch's heel turn is what I'm guessing. They did this for Becky Lynch turning heel on Lyra. I guess that's why they did it. I mean, I guess that's what it was leading up to. that Lyra was going to cost her and Becky the women's tag team championships, and that Becky was going to snap and turn heel on Lyra tonight, which she did, which I didn't expect for that to happen. So I guess that's where they were going for the heel turn for Becky to completely snap and turn heel on Lyra after Lyra costed her and Becky the women's tag team championships tonight on Monday Night Raw. I guess that's where Triple H was going with that. And if that's where Triple H was going, that was a really, really great move because I did not expect Becky Lynch to turn heel. I did not expect that. That was really unexpected. So Triple H cooked. That was great. I liked Becky Lynch's heel. I liked Becky Lynch's heel turn. That was great. The heel turn was completely awesome. It came out of nowhere, totally unexpected. So that was a great segment with Becky snapping and turning heel on Lyra after the match. That was really awesome. That was well done as well. Liked that as well, man. I liked how they played up to the fact that Becky was distraught, how Becky was absolutely just ticked off that Lyra had cost them the women's tag team championships tonight on Raw. And Becky, I like how Becky showed emotion, like, I loved you, you betrayed me, and and Becky was showing a bunch of emotion. I like that. And that's what led up to Becky snapping and turning heel on Lyra tonight on Monday Night Raw. Great heel turn by Becky Lynch. Great heel turn. Great segment with Becky turning heel on Lyra after the match. That was really awesome as well. And then we had Dirty Dom versus Penta. I don't understand this. Penta eats another loss, which I don't understand. Dirty Dom retains the IC Championship over Penta tonight on Monday Night Raw. I don't know what to say. I don't get why Penta needed another loss here. I don't understand what Triple H was thinking with this. I don't understand it. Penta eats another L. I just don't understand what's going on with Penta at this point. But Dirty Dom beats Penta tonight on Monday Night Raw and retains his IC Championship. And then we had Gunther. Gunther completely snap and take out Pat McAfee and Michael Cole on commentary. Raw went to commercial break. Raw comes back from commercial break, and you see Gunther completely choking out Pat McAfee by the ring. And I mean, Michael Cole gets taken out as well. Gunther takes off Michael Cole's headset and starts assaulting him. And then Gunther completely chokes out Pat McAfee tonight on Monday Night Raw, which I didn't see coming. Another shocking move tonight by Triple H to have Gunther completely snap and just assault the commentary team tonight on Monday Night Raw, which I did not see coming. That was pretty good. That was pretty awesome as well. Another awesome move by Triple H tonight on Monday Night Raw to have Gunther completely snap and assault the commentary team tonight on Monday Night Raw. That was really cool. I did like that. That was another awesome, great Triple H move right there by Triple H. Great move, great segment with Gunther snapping and taking out Michael Cole and Pat McAfee tonight on Monday Night Raw. That was really, really well done. That's a really done segment as well. And then we had Jay come out. He comes out through the crowd. He's wearing all black. He's got his glasses on. He's wearing all black. And Jay comes down to the crowd, but he's not yeeting. He's not yeeting at all. He gets halfway down through the crowd and he starts yeeting with the crowd. The crowd is yeeting along with Jay. And Jay said, "I'm here now. I finally got here. I worked hard to get here to win the championship. So Jay talks about how hard he got here by working hard to win the WWE Championship. He goes, I'm here now. I finally made it. I'm here now. I'm the man now. It took me a lot of years to get here, but I finally am. I'm here. And that was really awesome. I like how Jay come out and just was being original with this. I really did like this. This was really awesome. Well done by Jay Uso. That was really awesome as well. How Jay just came out being organic. How Jay was putting himself over as champion. That was really, really well done. I really like that as well. Well done segment with Jay Uso. And then out comes Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn comes out and he points at Jay, and Sami tells Jay, man, I wish I could have been there for you to celebrate with you. It was hard for me to miss Mania and not be there with you to be what you went through with Gunther. It was hard for me not to be there for you. And Jay shook his head and told Sami that he understood. And Sami said, Jay, we don't like being on the sideline. We're not like that. We're good. We want to be, we want to be in the action. And and Sami walks up and hugs Jay, emotional. Sami cuts an emotional promo talking about how much he loves Jay. He said, Jay, I love you. I'm proud of you. You're my dog. You're my oos. I'm proud of you. I want you to know that. He goes, seeing you stand here, I want you to know you're my dog. You're my oos. I love you, bro. You're my brother. And Sami starts crying, getting emotional, and Jay and Sami embrace after that. I really like the promo by Sami here, putting over Jay. That was really, really awesome. Another awesome promo by Sami Zayn. Another awesome promo. Loved Sami Zayn's emotional promo to Jay tonight on Monday Night Raw. That was really, really awesome. And really well done by Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn sounded organic. That was really, really awesome. Sami Zayn did a great job on his promo about Jay tonight on Monday Night Raw. That was really awesome. And then we had Jimmy come out and he celebrated with Jay and Sami at the end while Sami and Jay were celebrating in the ring. Jimmy came out and started to celebrate with Sami and Jay to end that segment. That was really cool to see Jimmy come out and celebrate with Sami and Jay while Jay and Sami were in the ring together. That was really awesome. I love seeing that. That was well done as well. And then we had Stephanie Vaquer versus Io Sky. This was probably the best match of the night. In my opinion, this was a really, really good women's match tonight on Monday Night Raw between Stephanie Vaquer and Io Sky. This was the best women's match of the night, in my opinion. I love that Triple H brought in Stephanie Vaquer to face Io Sky tonight on Monday Night Raw. These two women put on a clinic tonight on Monday Night Raw, and until the end, the ending was I didn't really care for the ending all that much. Roxanne comes out, she attacks Io. Julia comes out and she attacks Stephanie. Then Rhea comes out. She slides into the ring and she takes out Julia and Roxanne, and she makes the save of Io. And we get a stare down between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. This was really awesome as well, to get the stare down between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky to end that segment right there. That was really cool to see the stare down between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. That was really awesome to see Rhea Ripley handing the championship to Io Sky and them two having the stare down. That was really, really well done. I really did like that as well. Really, really, really well done. Triple H cooked. I like that he brought in Roxanne. I like that he brought in Stephanie Vaquer. I like that he brought in Julia. That was really awesome to see Julia, Stephanie, and Roxanne That was really awesome to see. You know, Triple H bring them in tonight for Monday Night Raw. That was really, really awesome. I did not see that coming. So Triple H cooked on this as well, bringing in Stephanie Vicaire and Julia and Roxanne tonight on Monday Night Raw. That was really, really awesome. Really awesome. Well done. Triple H cooked in this segment as well by bringing in Stephanie Vicaire, bringing in Roxanne, and bringing in, you know, those women. That was really, really awesome. Really cool to see. And then we had the main event of Monday Night Raw, which was Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman and Rollins walked to the ring together, and Rollins says he's a visionary. He's you know, he about how great he is, and the crowd is chanting stuff at Paul Heyman and Rollins. And then CM Punk comes out, and Rollins and CM Punk get into a brawl. Punk takes out Rollins with some punches and stomps, and then Rollins rakes the eyes of CM Punk, and Rollins takes out CM Punk with an eye rake and a curb stomp, and then and then Brian Breaker comes out of nowhere and hits a hellacious spear on Roman Reigns out of nowhere. I mean, completely out of nowhere. Brian Breaker was wearing a hoodie. We didn't even know who it was. The camera pans to the guy in the hoodie, and the hoodie comes off, and underneath the hoodie is Brian Breaker, and he hits a hellacious spear. And Brian Breaker hits a hellacious spear on Roman Reigns, completely out of nowhere. And then Rollins puts over Brian Breaker by slapping his chest. Seth is holding Brian Breaker, slapping his chest. And then Rollins hits a curb stomp on Roman and Punk. And then Paul Heyman starts putting over Rollins and CM Punk. Paul Heyman starts putting over Rollins and Brian Breaker to end Monday Night Raw tonight. So that's how Monday Night Raw goes off the air with Brian Breaker aligning himself with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman tonight on Monday Night Raw. So Brian Breaker is a Paul Heyman guy. That was really, really awesome to see Brian Breaker aligning himself with Rollins and Paul Heyman. This segment absolutely cooked. I thought this segment was really, really well done because we didn't know who the guy in the hoodie was, and the guy in the hoodie turned out to be Brian Breaker. Brian Breaker hits a hellacious spear on Roman, and then Brian Breaker runs around the rings and spears Roman Reigns through the barricade, and then Seth takes out Roman and Punk with two stomps, and then Monday Night Raw goes off the air with Paul Heyman putting over Rollins and Braun Breaker, and that's how Monday Night Raw goes off the air. Great segment, really well done. Triple H cooked tonight. This was a really, really great segment to end Monday Night Raw tonight with Paul Heyman putting over Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins tonight, with Braun Breaker becoming a Paul Heyman guy tonight on Monday Night Raw along with Seth freaking Rollins. That was a awesome move by Triple H as well to align Braun Breaker with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman to end Monday Night Raw tonight. Very well done. Liked it. Loved it. Great segment. So overall, Triple H did cook. Great Raw tonight. I thought Raw did cook. Triple H did a great job tonight. Great Raw. I really, really did enjoy it. The only thing I didn't like was the ending with the women's tag team, not the women's, Io Sky and Stephanie Vicaire's match. I didn't care for the ending of that match, and I didn't care for the ending of Penta versus Dominic Mysterio. Those only two things I didn't care for. Other than that, Raw gets about a 7 out of 10 from me tonight. If you guys like this Monday Night Raw review, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you guys thought about Monday Night Raw tonight down in the comment section. And make sure you guys subscribe. I would really appreciate that if you guys would subscribe to the channel. And I appreciate you guys watching this Monday Night Raw review tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for NXT. Hope you guys enjoyed this Raw review. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for NXT review. Later, guys.